What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter from Panda out with my lawnmower. I'm going to show you an easy way to change the oil. Hey, so I've got my lawnmower out. Check this out. My Northwestern lawnmower. And the oil drain plug is right down here, and it's actually kind of hard to get to. That's why I picked this up. And it's like a quick release oil drain plug, and I think it's the right size. So what you can see here is it just screws into the existing hole, but then it has this little plastic sleeve, so you kind of push it in, twist it, and then pull it out, and then that releases like the valve here. And so you can see this barbed end of this. You can actually put like a silicone hose on here and then have the oil drain directly into a receptacle of some sort, milk jug, whatever you're going to use. Now, the big benefit to that is that you can see here the frame rail, it actually covers up quite a bit of this. So if you don't have like a trough or something to drain the oil over, you kind of spreads everywhere, and it's a big mess. And then obviously it'd be nice if it were right underneath, but something like this hopefully should fit in there. I'm really hoping that there's enough clearance between the frame rail that I can get this in here. And then I'm also probably gonna have to use a zip tie or something to relocate this just a little bit lower, this cable here. But the nice thing is once that's in there, you can see how close to the edge it gets here, and then again put a hose on there and then drain it. So hopefully we will be able to replace it with this and get it to fit and work. So I'm going to try now. So to demonstrate why this is so difficult, before you even take the bolt off, you need to get one of these little plastic troughs here, which is never really super easy to kind of even snake under here. This is actually the trough that comes with the lawnmower, and you kind of have to put it under there so that the oil will drain over the frame rail. And so I'm going to try to get this all done here. All right, so almost all the oil's drained out of it. This little plastic trough makes all the difference, but as you can see, it's just kind of a pain. You have to take this plug out here for the wire to get it over the trough itself, and you need to have the trough, which is easy to lose. They actually should make like a little pocket or something where you can put this if you need it. But now that the oil is almost completely drained out of it, and you certainly want to open up the top too so you get the air in there. Now, before I put in the Sten here, what I want to show you here is that the collars to tighten this down is much larger than the square bolt that I used to take out of it. So I don't actually have a wrench big enough, so I'm using this adjustable wrench to fit in there. So hopefully I'll be able to get this close enough, because there is not a lot of clearance in here. Put it in there, see if it even fits the threads first of all. The metal collar to tighten it down is just touching almost the frame rail, so this will be interesting to see if I can get it working. Seems like it's clearance just enough, so I'm going to be able to tighten it in, which is great news. Now, they do make other quick release types of oil change valves, and if you have more clearance, some of them have a little bit of a top, like a spigot almost, kind of like a regular faucet, in order to get them to open up. And so actually, I think that's your better option if you have a lot of clearance. All right, I think it's in there as tight as it's going to get. Probably use a little brake cleaner to clean this up a little bit now here too, but now it should just be as easy as popping this off. What you want to do is then put on your silicone tubing there, and then, because this will be cleaner, you're going to push this sucker in. It's going to be a little hard because it's a little oily right now, and then pull it out, and now that should drain right out of there. So what I love is that this sucker absolutely does fit. It's about a $10 part here, and if I fill this up, you can see that it's plugging the valve here. And so the nice thing is future oil changes should be toolless almost. Cleans it up with a little brake cleaner and filled up the lawnmower with oil again, and I don't see any leaks. Even got the little plug or the cap taken off there just to let it sit here for a while, just to make sure that I don't see any oil coming out of there. But that is pretty awesome. So hey, if you want to have easy access to being able to drain and change your oil, I think this Stens plug, kind of this quick release valve, is the way to go. And especially if you have a Pool-On Pro, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, something along those lines. And if you're suffering from the same problem as me, I think it might be a good solution. Check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. Peter from Panda out.